them, if your students are into arts, humanities, and social sciences, we have a generic preparation for them so that they can really proceed to maybe philosophy, or the social science programs, no? And then the arts. Pero yung inyong STEM, naka-focus sa dalawa, medicine and architecture, engineering. And then for your business entrepreneurship, ito din yung kanyang characteristic. That is how you're supposed to, that is how you can market the program. Sige, ito po yung tinasabi natin signature program. Sige, so we may now proceed to the next group.
Good morning, everyone. We will be presenting our revised senior high school curriculum. We are from Philippine International School, Qatar. Currently, we're offering track 1, which is academic, and the strands offered are the STEM and the UMS. So the probable strengthened senior high school curriculum will be academic track, which is first is the ASSH, and the second one is the STEM. So yesterday, these are the subjects offered for UMS, and this one are for the STEM, and also this one for the STEM. So currently we have 11 teachers, one for oral communication, one for reading, one for komunikasyon at pananaliksik, one for physical education, one for general mathematics, one for statistics and probability, 2 for earth and life science, 1 for physical science, 1 for UCSP, and 1 for intro to philo. So the number of teachers to possibly teach SSHS 4 subjects, 2 for effective communication, 1 for mabisang komunikasyon, 3 for general science, 2 for general mathematics, 1 for pag-aaral ng kasaysayan at lipunang Pilipino, and 1 for life and career skills. So as for the numbers, we have 1 excess teacher for effective communication, 2 for general science, 1 for general mathematics, and 1 for life and career skills. Now the number of grade 11 classes that we offer is 5, and the number of subjects per load is 6. Now here currently we don't have specialized subject teachers. So for the facilities, we have, for the UMS, we have music and dance room and the research room, of course. And for the STEM, we have the biology, chemistry, physics, research, music, and dance room. Now, here is, we're going to present, because we have, for our revise, we have aligned it with the vision and mission of our school, which will be presented by Mike Cooley.
So here's the vision mission of the PISQ. Wherein we anchored here our offered subjects. So for the grade 11, so we have here the core subjects we're in. For the first semester, the second semester, we have the effective communication down to life and career skills. So we're in the 4 subjects at the bottom will be the electives. Wherein we included here the Philippine governance, intro to philo, business economics, and arts 1. So at the same time, for the grade 12, so here are the subjects offered. We're in. It includes here the empowerment technology, social sciences, citizenship, and the creative composition / research methods, and the entrepreneurship. For the these are the subjects offered, especially for the youths, if they're going to pursue the arts and political science and so on. So we're in for the STEM. For the grade 11, we offered here also the core subjects for the first and the second semester, wherein we have here the effective communication or mabisang komunikasyon, general science, general mathematics, pag-aaral ng kasaysayan ng lipunang Pilipino, life and career skills, and the electives are Advanced Mathematics 1, Trigonometry, Biology 1, Chemistry 1. And for the grade 11, for grade 12, We included here also the Chemistry 2, Biology 2, Pre-Calculus, Physics 1, and Power and Technologies. And as you can see here, we actually offer at the first part here for the subjects that have a prerequisite. Okay, that's why at the second part, okay, we have here the Biology 2 and Chemistry 2, so that will be ready for the next subject. And the same with the PSD, we also offered here some of the subjects that were actually looking from the universities here, like the UDST, because they are actually asking for additional subject for science and mathematics that could be able, that might be one of the requirements for the students. That's why we have we offered here most of the science and mathematics subjects. And about the linkages, we have here the British Council, okay, wherein we have for the British Council, we have here the IELTS, okay, especially offered for the students and also some of the teachers, Qatar universities, wherein we have connections with the HBKU, UDST, Georgetown. We also have here the Qatar National Library, okay, because Qatar National Library offered some of their the facilities and at the same time some of the activities there offered. Culinaria, Tanghala Overseas Pinoy for some of the students who are in line with arts. Deep Qatar, Qatar Foundation like the MU and the Qatar Debate. And for our action plan, okay, so we have here the for the planned activities, strategies. So we cannot zoom in, sorry. Okay, curriculum review, administrators and faculty review. Faculty review the proposed updated SHS curriculum. So how we're going to review. So first we have to conduct curriculum review, workshops, align competencies with local context and industry. And number 2, institutional linkages identity. So we identify the potential partners, like what we have mentioned a while ago, about some of the universities, Qatar National Library, and so on. And draft MOUs to formalize the partnership with key institutions, like the aligned institutions here, like the medical, engineering, and social science and arts. For number 3, field exposure, work immersion and preparation. So in PISP, we coordinate with the partners institution, and we also draft the MOUs, prepare the logistics for the transportation, supervision, and documentation. And for number 4, we have here the career guidance program, development programs to help students to identify career path. So we conduct career operation sessions, utilize career assistant tools, invite guest speakers from different universities. And for the immersion program, we also conduct it in school. For number 5, teaching assignments, update and release timeline for faculty subject load and responsibilities. We publish teaching load matrix, align assignments with teacher specialization and preference surveys. Wherein in the past months, we're actually the HR actually conducting some of the specialization alignment, wherein it is needed by the Ministry of Education here in Qatar. Because the Ministry of Qatar here actually aligning all of the subjects that all of your specialization must be in line the one that you're teaching in your classroom. And next, for the curriculum orientation, faculty admin, this is to conduct in-house operation and Q&A sessions, distribute electronic copies of new guidelines. So curriculum orientation for the parents and students. We schedule orientation seminars provided. We also have here DPISP enrollment packet wherein it was given beforehand. So faculty training needs assessment, conduct surveys and focus group discussions, analyze training gaps per subject area. So number 9, teacher training for the TPA. So organizing the blended and online in person. We also have the training sessions, partnership with the ICT, and at the same time through the publishing companies. And the last one is the instructional planning. For the instructional planning, we have here the scheduled designated days to instructional planning which provide the template and peer review opportunities. We're actually doing it for the entire year, so for the auditing and if we meet the objectives. Yeah, that's all, Mami. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Can we give a round of applause to the, what school is that again? Philippine International School, Qatar, PISQ. Okay. Now, if you notice, if we're to look at to go back to the curriculum, okay, that they have redesigned, they have, correct me if I'm right, for the STEM, you have a generic set of, a generic STEM program. Meaning, say, you're giving freedom to your students to proceed to any of the pathways within the STEM. In the PSD, they have the specialization or the focus, medicine and engineering architecture. In your case, your design is they can freely go to engineering architecture, computer science, any branch of the STEM, tama?
Yes, ma'am. And also, with the discussion with the academic department heads, we were planning to have a model course so that they can see which subjects they should take in senior high school.
That's right. So that's a good design, no? To contrast with the design of the PSD. Kuha niyo po, kung ako ngayon yung parent, and klaro-klaro sa akin ngayon na yung aking anak would like to be prepared to proceed to medicine, I have a choice of sending my child to the PSD, parang ganon. But if my child's inclination is on the STEM, but uncertain yet in what specific branch of the STEM my child would like to exit to, then the school, the PISQ, could be a good choice for my child. You see, you're marketing the program, you're marketing your senior high school program relative to the characteristic of the program itself. Yun ngayon yung tinatawag natin na signature, the signature of your program, right? Then in your, for the UMS, I've noticed that for the UMS, it's also generic, but it seems like the leaning is on where? Social sciences? It's on
social sciences, and as now we've noticed that our students is more on the arts as well. That's why we included Arts 1 and Arts 2 because they're very active in that part.
So you see, by just simply looking at the set of electives, you would know already what they are focusing on. Here, the use is much on the social sciences, right? So if a student would like to exit to AB, let's say AB sociology, or AB, let's say economics, pwede yun. While here in the PSD, the use is so generic naman din, na in whichever program in the college the student would like to exit to, coming from the area of arts, humanities, and social science, kung pwede siya doon. Kung baga pa, kung kahanapin na yun ni Sir yung gas, mas gas yung PSD pagdating ngayon sa UMS, sa ASSH. Pero dito ngayon sa PISQ, the focus is much on the social sciences. That's why, if I am a parent of a child whose interest is into becoming a lawyer, mas dito ko siya ngayon ipapadala sa social science sa kanya na focus. Did you get it? Competition is present, but the competition is in accordance to the direction of the school. Hindi tayo ngayon nagko-compete na, ay, mga youths din dyan, saan ka, no? Magagawa tayo ngayon ng mga estudyante. Did you get the, did you see the beauty of the curriculum? Huh? Okay. So you have two. One is the STEM, the other one is the youth. So you only have two.
Yes.
Okay. Kuha ko ninyo, gaano po ba kalayo yung inyong school?
Medyo malapit naman. Like 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes away.
I see. So, I hope the others are able now to understand what we meant by signature programs in here. Okay? So, of course, you know, when we talk about enrollment, of course, you're serving one community. So whether you like it or not, you would want to pull in much students for your school than the other school. Pero ngayon, with the designing of the curriculum, hindi na yun siya ngayon yung mangyayari because that's the reason, by the way, that it's necessary that you need to have an orientation to the parents of your students. So while you orient them also, you have to inform them that this is the leaning, this is the direction of our STEM program. But if they say they will ask you na, but what about my child? Kasi hindi pa siya gaano klaro kung saan talaga ng programa sa STEM. Then, you know, that is your way also of helping one another. And if that is the case, we can recommend you to send your child to the PISQ. And if the PISQ then say, I want to have my child to be prepared much on the area of medicine, certain na siya. Then the PISQ will say, if that is the case, we could recommend to send your child to the PST. Did you get that? Partnership is there. Though there is competition, but the competition is within the direction, the mission of the school. Okay? Can we give a round of applause to the two schools? And it's good that they volunteered to present now kasi they are from the same place. So now we're able to understand what is meant by signature programs. Okay? And the relevance and the benefit of having signature programs.